So the cost of living is going to be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned food.
Yeah. So the kids eat organic.
She is not chasing luxury, but simply trying to secure what her children need as her rent rises from $2,000 to $2,800, a change that is not about comfort, but about survival. She is moving to a safer place, where her son and daughter can finally have separate rooms. Yet that choice brings more expenses: higher rent, flood insurance, climbing costs, organic food, and the chance at a better life. In the middle of all this, the father steps in asking for his child support to be reduced, and the question is why? Because what follows is about to turn intense.
And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month.
Okay.
So his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can be college athletes like you want them to.
Okay, so Miss Adams, you said that your rent is going up $800.
Yeah.
You have to pay flood insurance. The children's diet, they eat organic food and
He insists that $880 a month is too much for child support, yet her grocery expenses alone reach nearly $800 as she invests in vegan organic food to keep her children healthy and fuel their athletic future. She is raising champions with care, not cutting corners. And now the court demands details. The reality is unfolding, and the father may not be ready for what comes next.
child support for flood insurance and rent too, or are you using it to feed the kids? I just want to make sure I'm clear on what it is that you're saying in regards to his request to get a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor. So the thing is that if I was living in a 1-bedroom because I was by myself, my rent would be a lot lower.
All right.
But I have to get a 3-bedroom because I have a boy and a girl, and I don't want them sleeping in the same bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have to get a 3-bedroom, and so it's not just that, it's my electric bill, it's cell phones, because our 5-year-old has a cell phone, so now I have to make sure.
He pushes to pay less. Yet nothing in her budget is a luxury. A 3-bedroom is necessary when raising a son and daughter, and with rent, electricity, and phone bills, even their 5-year-old has a phone just to keep connected with his father. Every expense is accounted for. But now the judge steps in with a hard question. Is this child support truly going to the children or simply covering the rent?
Phone line so you can talk to her dad so he can see her 4 times a week on FaceTime.
So about that, he said that he sees the children now 4 times a week, and you're saying that's not true, except for like a FaceTime video or something like that.
He sees the kids on an inconsistent basis.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you say inconsistent, right now, do you all operate under a standard order where it's like first, third, and fifth?
He has every weekend, and I have during the week.
Okay, so every weekend he has.
Right.
Okay. During that every weekend, it's inconsistent.
He insists he spends time with his children 4 days a week, but her experience tells another story. Missed visits, quick FaceTime calls, and promises that never materialize. And now the court demands clarity. Is he genuinely fighting for time with his kids, or simply saying what plays well in front of the judge? The contradictions keep building, and with them the stakes grow higher, as both custody and support hang in the balance.
It's just all over the place. He just comes and goes and sees the kids whenever is convenient to him, or maybe his girlfriend like turns him down for a date or whatever.
Okay, so that was petty.
What girlfriend you talking about?
We didn't have to go there. We didn't have to go there. So is that what the issue is? Like, you're still mad at him about that story that he told?
Well, okay, so he put in a bid for an upgrade, or the upgrade, put in the bid for him or whatever, and now I have to explain to our son why our family fell apart.
Oh, so it's some hurt feelings there. Okay.
She spoke, without hesitation, accusing him of showing up only when it suits him or when his girlfriend has other plans, and though her words carried sharp sarcasm, the court could feel the weight of her hurt. Beneath it all is a child's heartbreak, with their young son asking why the family is broken, and now it falls to the judge to look beyond the bitterness and decide what truly serves the best interest of the children.
Have you already moved to Florida, or is this something that you're intending on doing pretty soon?
Well, I took the job offer and I've already found an
So
apartment.
the answer is yes. You pretty much already...
Everything but the U-Haul, Your Honor.
Okay. So in your court order, do you have a geographic restriction because dad lives here?
Yes, but he moved just outside of Ellis County, so he's just outside of the geographic restriction, so it's technically lifted, Your Honor.
Okay. And technically is what you said, but is that what your court...
He secured the job, found a place to live, and is prepared to start fresh in Florida, but standing in her way is the court order. She argues it no longer applies since he crossed the county line by just a mile, yet now the judge holds the documents in hand, and with the case hanging by a thread, a single misstep in her words could take it all away.
Dallas and contiguous counties, and he moved like a mile on the other side of the Ellis County line.
Okay, and I do have a copy of your court order here, and it doesn't mention that it's automatically lifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking it was the one that...
O is right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
O
Thank
is
you.
right. What?
I'm sorry.
O is right, because you can't just leave. You can't just do that. You actually have to ask permission to modify this order like he did.
Well, can I modify the order to move to...
Just 1 mile. Beyond Ellis County, that is where the father relocated, and she believed that gave her the same freedom to move. But the order tells a different story. Now the judge is locked on the fine print, and what seemed like a chance at escape may in fact be a violation of the law. A ruling is near, and it has the power to turn her entire future upside down.
Did you file anything for today?
I mean,
It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. So you're moving without asking the court, can you move? And dad is still living here.
Well, I guess I just didn't understand the way the order was written, because I had heard that if he moved outside of where it said, then I could move out.
Who did you hear that from? Did you Google? You did one of those Google searches? One of the Google lawyers told you that?
Yeah, I guess.
She never filed the proper motion, instead relying on what she found online, packing up and preparing to leave as if that were enough. But the judge knows that Google is not the law. Now her mistake puts both custody and support at risk as the court makes the rules clear. And this time there is no easy search engine escape, only consequences she cannot avoid.